DMAT is short for dematerialization, and dematerialization in financial terms means the transfer of physical securities to an online or digital mode. Hi and welcome back to another video on this YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day and it's always lovely to have you here. In today's video, we will learn more on the basics of DMAT accounts, its advantages, charges, and my intake on whether you need to have a DMAT account or not. So let's get started. In other words, a DMAT account is used to hold financial securities in an electronic form or a digital mode. In India, DMAT accounts are maintained by two depositories, NSDL and CDSL. Now, in order to make you understand the benefits of DMAT better, I would need to take you for a walk 30 to 40 years ago. Let's assume I apply for shares through an initial public offering of a company. If the shares are allotted to me, I will then receive a physical share certificate which I will keep at home safely or maybe in a bank locker. Whenever in the future I do decide to sell these shares, I would need to hand them over to the company, which will complete the transfer process and in turn hand them to the new buyer. And this process continues from one buyer to another. In the year 1996, Indian stock exchanges moved completely from physical securities trading to an electronic trading. In fact, the equity market capitalization of the Bombay Stock Exchange grew an enormous amount from 6.1 lakh crores in the year 2000 to 159 lakh crores in the year 2020. So now let's understand some of the benefits of holding a DMAT account. Firstly, it is the most convenient and easiest way to hold financial securities in today's day. Secondly, it is much safer than the physical paper security. It prevents theft, damage to the share certificates, and even fake securities that could be issued. Third, whenever you need to sell it or transfer it to someone else's name, it ensures reduced paperwork, thus more convenience. Fourth, due to the digital mode of holding these securities, it ensures a reduced or a cheaper transaction cost. Fifth, you do not need to worry about that odd lot amount where you have to purchase a minimum number of 5 shares or 10 shares as per the company regulations. You can buy even one share in your DMAT account. Sixth, it is easier to process service requests that arise out of your DMAT account, like change of address or mobile number or email ID. In fact, during death claims, you only need to inform your depository and they will notify all accounts and do the needful for you. 7. So shares arising out of bonus issues, splits, mergers, etc. are credited automatically to your DMAT account. And lastly, you can hold both equity and debt securities in your DMAT account. If this video is adding value to you, press the like button. In this section, we'll speak about charges pertaining to your DMAT account. So an account opening charge is generally charged while opening the account. However, many companies avoid taking an account opening charge from client and open the account free of cost. An annual maintenance charge is generally charged in advance. These are also known as folio maintenance charges and are used by depository companies to maintain the DMAT account with them. You also have something known as a transaction cost that is levied by depositories depending on your debit or credit of securities from time to time. This is charged on a monthly basis and there is a monthly bill which would be given to you by your depository. So here's the big question. Should you have a DMAT account or not? Well, it all comes down broadly to 3 questions. The surplus money that you have, your risk appetite, and the goal of the funds that you want to invest. Now, if you're new to the investment market, I suggest you start off with something simpler like mutual funds. Mutual funds have a professional fund manager that manages the money for you. They diversify your money into multiple companies or categories depending on where you are investing. So it becomes easier for you to monitor them. And as you get used to the market fluctuation, volatility, and you understand equities more, you can then move on to having a demat account. If you've already been in the market for quite some time and you're aware of market fluctuations, you have maybe seen bear markets in the past, and if it gives you confidence to hold on to a security or a good company for a longer period of time, you can of course try your hands at a demat account. However, you may need to hold shares for a longer period of time in your demat account, but it can create massive wealth for you if you pick a right company and a right stock. I hope this video has added value to you. Do not forget to share this video with your family and friends. Have a financially great day today.